Good afternoon, guys. It's his first stop in Iowa since making the formal announcement. Today at a Hy-Vee in Council Bluffs, Santorum tackled through issues like the minimum wage increase, immigration, veteran health care, and how he plans to stand out in the crowd of candidates. Republican presidential candidate Rick Santorum took time Friday morning to speak with local Iowans about the economy and how he plans to focus on the middle class. So far, Santorum is the only Republican presidential candidate to support what he calls a modest increase in the minimum wage.
I don't know how, as a Republican, you can go out there and say, I'm against the minimum wage increase. You're basically saying, I don't believe in a minimum wage. And I've supported minimum wages in the past, increases, modest ones, to keep it about 4 or 5% of the workforce.
His proposed plan includes a 50-cent per hour increase over the next 3 years.
We also have to look at, well, how are we going to impact workers in this country who have been left behind by the economy of today?
Also on his agenda, another hot-button issue. Immigration.
Immigration is an issue where I separated myself out from pretty much everybody else in the pack, and I do so as the son of an immigrant. I believe in immigration, but we have to look at what is in the best interest of American workers and the national interest. So we have to sort of take a step back and say, well, maybe we need to reduce that level of illegal immigration so it doesn't impact recent immigrants as well as other Americans.
Santorum also says he plans to make changes to veteran health care, something he says hits close to home.
My parents worked for the Veterans Administration for 40 years, and I lived on VA grounds. I lived in government, apartments for the first 18 years of my life. I just think back of all those guys that I got to know when I was growing up, and obviously many more that since then, and you realize the sacrifice these people have made, and for them to not get care is that's just not going to happen if I'm president.
As for his fellow running mates, Santorum says he'll focus on talking about differences in their visions for the country.
I think it's really important for Americans to understand that this is not a knockdown, drag-out fight just to win, but it's about trying to lift up each other in a Republican primary and to try to lift up what's best for America.